Hi, I'm Scott Schubert, and I'm about to share with you a series of videos that are going to reveal to you some of the top real-life proven strategies of professional Forex traders in our own trading community, the Platinum Trading Group, people who are currently applying the techniques in the yin-yang Forex trading system. These are some of the most important observations that we have experienced will greatly benefit any trader who comes to understand these extremely important principles. The first one, and one of the most important ones, is the need for patience. Because you see, in Forex trading, we tread a fine line of balance between the need to take action and create the results that we're looking for. As we're taught in all success training, we need to create our own results. And yet, in Forex trading or trading any financial market, we can't make a trading opportunity happen. Our job is to enter a trade when the trading opportunity is happening, and until it happens, our job is to wait and do nothing. Now, the lack of patience and the lack of common sense understanding of how long it takes for a trade to happen is one of the things that really throws off a lot of traders. So in order to understand how this works, you just need to ask yourself a common sense question. How much time does it take for an entry signal to form? Now, the other day I saw a comment on a forum somewhere on the internet, and a gentleman said, you can never tell what the market's going to do. It's complete chaos. There's just no way to tell when it's going to go up or down, and the only thing you can do is just try to manage your risk. Well, I just love it when I hear people say such ridiculous, ignorant things, because it really shows that those of us who do understand how to see when an entry signal is forming and how long a trade should last and when you should exit a trade, it really shows that that's an extremely valuable skill, and that other people don't have that skill, and most people just can't see those things. So along with that, in order to have a clear understanding, a realistic expectation of what you can achieve in your trading business, according to your schedule and what time frames you choose to trade on, well, how often do trading opportunities form on any given time frame? So let's take a look and see how that works on an actual chart. This is the Euro CAD, and I'm focusing in on a section of the market from the past, and I'm going to look at where there was a trend that occurred on this pair on this time frame on the 1 hour. And then just measure from the beginning to the end, and I see that there are 65 units. That means 65 hours, so 65 divided by 24 is 2.7. So almost 3 days is how long that trend lasted. Now, from the end of that trend to the end of the correction that followed it and the beginning of the next trend was about 61, and that's also what we expect to be within the normal time projection. So we're talking about a trade that could last for 3 days on this time frame, and then 3 days waiting for the next trade on this time frame. During the meantime, there are other trades on a different time frame. Now, if you don't have a trading method that actually gets you into the beginning of a trend like this and enables you to stay into the end of this trend, you need to learn a new trading method, because this is what is so critical for getting good results in Forex trading. If you don't know how to do this, you're really missing out on how to get the best results and the best possible capital increase in your account. So over here during this trend, there are trends on shorter time frames. If you're going to trade on a shorter time frame, there would be trends right in here on the 5 to 15 minute time frames. So now I have zoomed into the 10-minute time frame where these trends are approximately tuned to that frequency, and you can see that each of those waves in the 1 hour time frame trend has produced smaller trends on this time frame. These would be trading opportunities on this time frame. You see this first trend lasted about 44 units, 44 times 10 is 440 minutes divided by 60 is 7.3 hours. So if you're trading on the 10-minute, even the 5 to 10-minute time frame, you really need to be aware of the fact that a trend, even on the 5-minute time frame, can typically last about 8 hours and 133 pips. It amazes me when I hear people say that they're trading on the 5-minute time frame and they have targets of like 13 pips, 20 pips. A typical trade on the 5-minute time frame can produce about 50 to 100 pips easily on most currency pairs. If you know how to exit at the end of a trend and don't exit until there's an end of a trend, this is the one thing that makes us more money than anything else about any kind of a trading strategy, is not exiting a trade until the end of a trend and understanding how to always be able to do that and to feel confident in not exiting because you know that the end of the trend has not occurred yet. That adds more money to our bottom line than anything else. And it's the one thing that almost all traders in the entire industry really have no idea how to do. Even many professional traders and trading mentors just have no clue whatsoever how to do that. So you just want to check this on all the currency pairs that you intend to trade and also on all the entire range of time frames that you intend to trade, because you may intend to trade more than one time frame, as we do in our trading community. And another big mistake that some traders make about long-term trading is they have no idea how long it takes for an entry to occur on that time frame. And people decide to trade on the daily time frame, and if you just look at a chart, you can go back to the past and measure how much time. Well, how long did this trend last right here? It lasted about 33 days. And how much time from the previous correction to the entry for that trend? 55 days. That for 55 days you would open up your charts on this time frame every day and say, okay, today's there's no trade. And then the next day you would open up your charts again. You say, today there's no trade. And the problem that traders have on this time frame or on any time frame, even the 5-minute time frame, is they simply don't understand how obvious it is that it takes a certain amount of time for a trade to form. And during that time, people are making up in their minds that something's wrong when everything is perfect. For 55 days, you would be looking for an entry. And if this was the 5-minute time frame, it might be 55 units if it was a trade on that time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute. Here's a period of time that a correction lasted between the exit of the previous trade and the entry for the next trade. It was about 66 units. 66 times 5 is 330 minutes divided by 60 is 5.5 hours. So on the 5-minute time frame, on that particular trade, you would wait about 5.5 hours in order to enter a trade. Of course, if you're using some kind of a trading method that may be popular in the trading world today, you may have no idea whatsoever what I'm talking about. But if you do have a trading method that gets you into the beginning of a trend and gets you out at the end of a trend, then that's what you already know would be the amount of time that it would take for an entry to occur. So now, if you're in the business of Forex trading, obviously, there's no question, this is the most obvious common sense thing, that you are going to look at charts and you're going to measure how much time it takes for a trend to happen and how much time it takes for a correction to happen, how much time it takes for an entry signal to occur using your trading method, and how much time it takes for an exit to occur, so that you know approximately how long it takes and how many trades there are going to be on each different time frame. Wouldn't it be completely insane and ridiculous if you didn't do that and you were just sitting there looking at a chart thinking, where's the trade, where's the trade, where's the trade, as many traders are doing all the time? Wouldn't that drive you crazy and make you completely incapable of having a common sense, relaxed mindset while you're trading? Of course. Here's a trend on the euro pound on the 4-hour time frame, and from the beginning to the end of that trend was about 51 units. 51 times 4 is 204. That's how many hours it took for that trend to form. And 8.5 days is how long that trend lasted. So you would already know that if you're trading on the 4-hour time frame, you might be in a trade for about a week, and sometimes longer. It's also totally fascinating to see how many traders are just completely baffled by the concept of how to stay in a trade for a week, or for 3 days, or for even 24 hours. Here's another trade on the 1 hour, and from the beginning to the end of that was about 31 hours. So, it's longer than a day. Here is a recent entry signal and a downtrend on the 5-minute time frame of the euro versus the dollar. And from the beginning to the end of that 5-minute time frame trend, it lasted for 48 units. 48 times 5 is 240 minutes, divided by 60 is 4 hours. So a 5-minute time frame trade can easily last for 4 hours. So that means that if you enter a trade on the 5-minute time frame, you might be planning to stay in the trade for 3, 4, 5 hours. If you're getting out after 10 minutes, you're really not going to get the kind of results that you could get. This 5-minute time frame trade on the euro has over 90 pips in it, and obviously you're not going to be in the trade from the very top to the very bottom, which is about 100 pips actually. But if you slice out the center of that, from the entry to the exit, can easily be 60-70% of that, 60 to 70 pips on a 5-minute time frame trade typically. And if you're trading some other pairs like the euro yen, or if you were trading like the pound yen, or a pair that has a very high average daily range, the number of pips can be 1.5 to 2 times that number for the same trend. So if you're in the business of trading, there's no question that you're going to have a realistic idea about how many pips you should expect to get on any given time frame, how frequently should a trade happen on any given time frame, and about how long should it take before a trading opportunity occurs on any given time frame, and know that about all the different time frames. If you don't have a general idea about how that works, you're going to be trading blind, and you're going to be driving yourself insane with ridiculous thoughts constantly as you're trading, such as, where's the trade? Where's the trade? Oh, should I get in? Should I get in? When should I get out? When should I get out? And that's obviously not going to be productive and conducive to success in the trading business.